All right, are you guys all ready? Eric, how are you?
I tried to call it later on during late.
Okay, no problem. We're good.
The food is still out. Go eat. You work hard.
All right. So they're going to call you as one by one. Miss Woodhaven, come here. Do you guys know Miss Woodhaven? No. Militia? We have Mr. Allan Smith, Man of the Year. And we have Paul from the Avenue Diner.
Jeff Lewis.
Jeff Lewis.
Margie Schmidt, we just met there. We had to do the bathroom.
Thank you. So right now we're going to start off with our Woman of the Year. From Schmidt's Candy Store, Margie Schmidt. Woman of the Year. And next, I'd like to introduce our Business of the Year, Avenue Diner, owned by Paul Vasiliadis. Next will be our WRBA Hall of Fame, Lewis of Woodhaven. And tonight, our Man of the Year, our local historian, Mr. Allan Smith. All right, folks, let's give him a big round of applause here, please.
Good evening, everybody. I'll be your opening act. Who's having a good time? Let me hear it. Excellent. Well, thank you. I want to thank you for being here because showing support for the great community of Woodhaven is important. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you to the Woodhaven Residents Block Association for what they do. The volunteers for what they do. Again, everybody on that Woodhaven Residents Block Association is a volunteer taking of their time to make sure communities like Woodhaven stay great as they are. So to Marty and the entire Woodhaven Residents Block Association family, thank you. How about a round of applause for all the members of the Block Association. And of course to our honorees. You know, this year a great array of honorees. You know, Woodhaven's such great in traditional and historic beauty, and again of all the cultural of all Woodhaven. Thank God for Al Smith. Thank you for promoting the tradition and history of Woodhaven. I know Schmidt's Candies is great because every time my dad went there, my mom gave him a big kiss when he got home. So I know Schmidt's Candies is good. So again, part of our Woodhaven tradition. I'm so glad Schmidt's is being honored. So congratulations. Sure. Avenue Diner, when I'm in town, I love to stop at the Avenue Diner. It's a great diner, so thank you very much to Avenue Diner. And Lewis's of Woodhaven, for me, it brings back great childhood memories. My mom used to drag me there all the time. Again, it's great childhood memories. The only store for me that might have been better was Jason's Toys. That's the only one that might beat out Lewis's. But again, such a part of our Woodhaven tradition. So for each of the honorees, on behalf of the entire New York State Senate, I give them all a proclamation for being such an important part of our Woodhaven community, culture, and history. Congratulations to all, and thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Assemblyman Miller, Senator Dabo, Martin, Ed, Maria, so many wonderful, wonderful people here involved in keeping Woodhaven a great place to live, to work, to raise a family. If any of you have Time Warner Cable, you might have seen on New York 1 today and yesterday, the Woodhaven Block Association, along with the BID and so many other community members, joined me on Jamaica Avenue as we kicked off our latest anti-graffiti initiative. And the Woodhaven Residents Block Association really has been leading the way in cleaning up graffiti, improving our quality of life, and if you take a look around the room, a lot of the people that you're sitting with or that you see are the volunteers who make that happen, who keep Woodhaven beautiful, who keep it safe, and who improve the quality of life. And we are so grateful to all of them for all of their efforts, because unlike the elected officials, they don't get paid. They don't get a paycheck. They do it out of the goodness of their heart and because they have a lot of civic pride, because they love Woodhaven. In most cases, they grew up in Woodhaven. They're raising their own families in Woodhaven. That's the type of place Woodhaven really is. A small town in a big city, if you ever thought of it that way. So, good evening, everyone. I hope you're having a great night. This is a beautiful, beautiful affair, isn't it? Okay. I want to thank the Woodhaven Residents Block Association. Don't look at me like that. All right, you're scaring me. You see him in the paper the other day? Yes, Alex, right? You guys do a great job. I say it every time I come up here. I say it when I go to the meetings. Your organization is one of the best organizations around, because when we go to the meetings, you know, sometimes you go to meetings, there's 10 people, 3 people, but you have 40 and 50 and 60 people. And that's all of you that come to the meetings to show your dedication to Woodhaven. Woodhaven's a great town. I want to congratulate all the honorees. Mr. Smith, I saw you before. Congratulations to you. Margie. Congratulations. The Avenue Diner, my parents took us there many, many times. Every Friday night we went to dinner. But to the Lewises, I do think that I'm entitled to part of the retirement fund, because my mother spent every penny we had at Lewis's. So think about that. But I have to say, you know, you needed certain things. When I was a kid, I had to wear cotton socks. I just had to wear. We couldn't find them anywhere, but we got them at Lewis's. You know, and there were so many other things at Lewis's. Okay, so congratulations. We missed your store tremendously, and congratulations. In case you didn't hear it, it was Bring Back Lewis. You got the rabble-rousers in the corner over there starting trouble. They're from 92nd Street. You know, you got to watch them. But for all the honorees, we have a nice, beautiful citation from the New York State Assembly, and I truly want to congratulate all of you. You've done a phenomenal job. You're truly deserving of the honor. Thank you.
This is the closest Joe and Emma I've ever been.
Look at me, please.
Now it's hard. Everybody.
Okay, our first honoree that we're going to bring up is our Business of the Year, the Avenue Diner owner, Paul Vasiliadis. It's our great diner on Jamaica Avenue. We want to present the Woodhaven Residents Block Association to Paul and the Avenue Diner. Appreciate everything you do for Woodhaven. Appreciate all the good food and good times and good conversations we have in there when I'm strolling in the middle of the night. Thank you.
Let's keep it going.
Let's get it. Round of applause, please, for Paul and the Avenue Diner. Paul?
I thought I was going to get away. There's a lot to say. I'm new to the neighborhood. Hopefully I'll get old in the neighborhood. With all your help and all our hard work all together between the residents and the businesses, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going strong. Thank you so much.
I'd like to introduce our Woman of the Year, owner of Schmidt's Candy, Margie Schmidt.
you all for coming out tonight. Thank you all for supporting my store. Thank you all for supporting Woodhaven. And thank you especially to our groups of volunteers here, led, by all the people you see here who put it all together. I want to thank them for the honor, and I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Thank you. A few years ago, we introduced the Hall of Fame category for our awards dinner. This award is given to a business that has been an important part of our community and has made a significant impact in our lives. Tonight, we are honoring Lewis's of Woodhaven. Besides being able to buy anything you needed, you left Lewis's feeling happy and satisfied. If you were a customer, you were made to feel like the most important customer in the store. And if you were an employee, you were taught just how to make that happen. As both a former customer and employee, I want to thank Jeff, Robbie, and Barry for always making me feel proud to be part of the Lewis's family. And now I have the privilege to introduce someone who is still one of my favorite bosses, Mr. Jeffrey Lewis.
Really great. Sorry. On behalf of the family, the Lewis family, all of us, I want to thank you so very much. We were 3 generations, and my grandfather back in the 30s started the Lewis's, and my father and my uncle took it on from there. And Uncle Julie's wife, Aunt Gertie, is here tonight. Hi, Aunt Gertie. My cousin and I, Bobby and I, went on from there. And we spent our lives taking care of everybody, and everybody took care of us. And this is great. Giedgra was on my staff when she was younger than her daughter is now. And I have also a couple of young ladies, not so young anymore, I guess, but it goes back a lot of years, and we all have a lot of great stories, and you guys have your Lewis stories, and we have all our wonderful stories too. It's really wonderful being here, and on behalf of the Lewis family, I thank you so very, very much.
Admit, a little disappointed because I thought this award was for me. I do want to start off by saying that in my life, I have rarely been more proud to be a member of this community than I am tonight. I am surrounded by friends and neighbors. And, you know, when you look around this room, and you see the honorees and the people that we have with us tonight and how they are connected to the history of our community. As mentioned, Lewis of Woodhaven for 70 plus years. But we also have Schmidt's Candies, which we're guessing around 85 or so, 85-ish. Also back there we have Mr. and Mrs. Rudolph from Walker Funeral Home. Walker Funeral Home has, you know, well over 100 years, and Mr. Earl is also a member of the American Legion, which is coming up on 100 years. You know, we also have with us over here disabled members from the Forest Park Carousel, so that are here with us. Another one over 100 years. You know, over in this corner at our table, we got seated with St. Thomas the Apostle, Father Tamino, and Sister Kathy from the School Sisters of Notre Dame. They put all the saints at that table over there. Now at St. Thomas, over 100 years. School Sisters of Notre Dame, a very, very long tradition. And then if you look through our journal, which I encourage you to support, all the businesses that support the residents of Woodhaven, you'll see in there Olet Ruggieri over 100 years, Manor coming up on 100 years, Pops. So we have a lot of rich history in our community. And one of the persons that has helped to preserve that history and continues to help preserve that history is our Man of the Year tonight, Mr. Allan Schmidt. Now, I've got some very good news for Mr. Schmidt tonight. It's pouring rain out. And that means tomorrow's cemetery cleanup at 9 a.m. has been canceled. So, we have been working on this cemetery, and as we're cleaning up, and we've had some very, very special people helping us clean it up. I want to invite a few of them up here to help me give this award to Mr. Schmidt. I want to start off Juliet Schmidt, Sean Eggers, and Jaron Gallagher. Please come on up. Here we go. All right, Jaron, come on up here. All right, step up here.
Step right over here.
Podium. And right now I'd like to...
Come on, Jaron. Get in the middle.
By the way, Jaron Gallagher is, what school is it? PS...
Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks, Student of the Month. So we got a lot of honorees here tonight. I want to introduce to you, everybody, our Man of the Year, Sir Allan Schmidt.
Thank you, Ray. I'd like to thank Martin Colbert, the officers and board, for awarding me the Man of the Year Award 2014. When Ed Wendell asked me whether I would accept this honor, he said I should think about it and get back to him. Subsequently, I learned who the other noble and worthy awardees were, and that clinched it for me. What a sterling group of people I would be associated with. So here I am, thanking you for honoring me at this auspicious occasion, a person whose parents, grandparents, and a fraternal great-grandparent for a time all resided in Woodhaven. Growing up on Wyndham Street, historically speaking, a short, quiet, dead-end street or Forest Parkway of 7 Victorian homes at the time, around the block from my alma mater, PS 97, it had its advantages. However, it's not quiet anymore. If you walked down the street then and did not reside there, you were suspect. Diversity in those times was whether your great-grandparents were German, Irish, or Italian, or whether your family drove a Dodge or a Nash. So I want to commend the Woodhaven Residents Block Association for what I perceive as a new vision of leadership by collegiality due to the dynamic and inspiring thinking of your most recent past presidents. And what I learned from interacting with the volunteers at the Wyckoff-Snedeker Family Cemetery is truly amazing. It allows me to put my interest in local history to good effect. I'd like to give thanks to my family, friends who are in attendance here this evening, as well as my loyal group of childhood chums who grew up as young people together at St. Matthew's Episcopal Church, which at the time was the center of our universe. I would like to leave you with a 3-word architectural expression: in everything you do, what you say, what you act upon, and what you believe, less is more. So I truly appreciate this civic celebration and tribute. For all this and more, I am most grateful. Thank you.